Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to YouTube. Welcome back to the Mowtivated Lawncare Show. I'm your host Caleb Nguyen, and today we're going over the trailer setup right here. Age 17. This is my six-figure lawn care setup. It's nothing super crazy, but it's pretty decent for someone of my age. Let's go check it out. So here it is. We couldn't start out without starting with the truck. We have the 2009 Ram 1500. This is the the SLT. It's 4x4. We got the 5.7 Hemi. We have an MBRP catback exhaust on it, so it's like around 400 horsepower. Obviously, got to be rocking four-wheel drive, all-terrain tires. But as you do, we got the magnets here as our advertisement. Let's check out the inside. Real quick, it does have the Bighorn package, which basically has a bunch of nice little two-tone interior. It has like the Uconnect infotainment system with a little fake aluminum like accent and trim and stuff like that. Two-tone cloth seats, just kind of basic stuff. The truck has like 169,000 miles, so it's nothing fancy. As I said, MBRP exhaust. I do want to make clear that it does have a significant amount of dings in it. This one right here was from the trailer coming off and sliding into the truck at speed. I pulled over and we were on kind of a main road, and I slowed down faster than the trailer was slowing down, so it slid right into the back of us, which is why you always make sure your chains are on correctly. These are new chains. I had to knot them up because they were a little bit too long. They were dragging on the ground. This is in the back. We've got basic stuff right here. But in here we have all the spare tires for the trailer and for the truck. The truck, when I bought it, the spare tire had been taken off the bottom, so I had to buy another one, and I don't have the clips to mount it up, so it just rides in the back there. Toolbox, all the basic stuff, screwdrivers, carb spray, which is so key. I'm pretty sure not really supposed to use this on like actual big machines, but it works if we're having a hard time starting it. Hammer, measuring tape, knives, just kind of basic stuff to keep up with the equipment. Obviously we have paper bags as well, which kind of helps with like weeding, hedge trimming, all that kind of stuff. We have a couple of 2x4s in there just in case we need it, we get stuck, something like that happens. Over here, you see a lot of these packages right here. Now what these are is they're replacement spool heads for the weed whackers. The spool head will actually wear through, and so we're really just buying it for the cap, but we have to end up buying the whole thing, so it comes with some trimmer line and like the whole setup there. We have a couple of those. We've got some bungees, which you guys might have seen in the mulch job video that I did. We used this to strap the tarps down over top of the mulch that we put on the utility trailer. Obviously we've got gas cans. I don't know what this is. This is a 2.5 gallon. This right here, this big boy is actually full right now. How big is this? 5 gallons, so not bad. Generally, if I fill up all the mowers over here, and then we have these 2 gas cans, we'll generally go through these and probably these will last us a little bit more than a day, just barely more than a day. So if I'm at the gas station and I fill up all the machines and I fill up these, that means it'll last me a little bit more than 2 days. Maybe going into a third day if I have a couple of extra properties I have to get done, it'll last for that. All right, moving on to the trailer over here. We have I don't know the exact measurement. I think it's a 7.5 foot by 16 foot trailer. It's not quite 8 feet wide. So I don't have to have as crazy of lighting and stuff like that. We recently spent about $1,200 on the trailer. We had new brakes, the new chains, new electrical, new wheels, tires, bearings, parts of the suspension, all kinds of different stuff like that, which I'll show you in a second. And then we will go to mowers. Over here, starting with the first mower, which is the 21.5-inch deck push mower. Believe it or not, and we're making a YouTube video, it's coming out soon. This used to be an electric mower that my brother put the Honda engine on, which the Honda engine is really bulletproof, but unfortunately I wish I had changed the oil a little bit more way back in the day, because now it burns oil, and so that gets a little bit expensive. So we might be purchasing a new one soon, but it's got a brand new deck, it's got a brand new blades, brand new front tires. We do need to replace the rear wheels here soon. And that's the push mower. Obviously over here we have the traffic cones. When you're on a major road, you're going to want to put those out. And then this is the our main zero turn right here. It is a 2020 Hustler Fast Track with a 60-inch deck. It has Kawasaki 730, yeah, 730cc. It's probably making over 20 horsepower. Pretty basic stuff. I paid like $5,000 for this. This is actually a really good like entry-level commercial mower to be buying used, because you can find some with low hours. They're newer, so there's a lot of parts for them, but it's a reasonable price, $5,000. I paid $4,900 for it, but out of season, like at this time, you know, midsummer, late summer, you can be expecting to pay, you know, probably a decent bargain is like $5,000, $4,500 to $5,000. Beginning of the season, up to $6,000 for a machine like this. Over here, before we get to our other mower, we have the handheld tools. We have the DeWalt 20-volt blower. We also have a DeWalt 60-volt blower. And over here, we've got the DeWalt 20-volt whacker, which we call this one Little Dummy because it has absolutely no power. So little power, in fact, that it can't even kill itself. We had like a middle-of-the-road weed whacker, and they would just kill themselves because they had enough power to actually get grass up into the engine. This one doesn't even have that level of power, so we don't have to worry about that. This is the 60-volt whacker. This is my favorite whacker that we currently have. We are buying an entire Echo, like the whole lineup. I'm spending like $2,300 on that, but this is probably the nicest one that we have right here. Uses the 60-volt battery from DeWalt. Plenty of power. It's a good size, and it can handle the commercial stuff. We have been having problems with a screw popped out, so we had to kind of improvise and use tape, which is what it is. We have tape on the handles because obviously like these little pinion, whatever that is, whatever this rack thing is, it kind of rubs away at the handle, and we don't want the handle just falling apart. We did have an issue with another one that the whole handle broke, and so we want to kind of avoid that one. Not really a good angle for our last mower, but the final mower is the Hustler Trim Star. I want to say this is a 2000, I don't know, it's old. It's pretty old. I think it's somewhere between 2010 and 2015, somewhere in there. But this is a 36-inch deck. It has the the Kawasaki 481cc motor. It's actually almost as fast as the Fast Track over here. We do have the, I don't know what it's called. It's called the Bull Rider. We have like a wheel set for it, so it being an independent hydro walk behind, you can kind of steer it and you can just ride behind it. It fits into the gated backyards. We do need to get new tires, and in a second here I'm actually going to talk about our future upgrades, what's kind of coming on the machines, what new machines we're getting. We're actually getting a new truck. I think the trailer is going to stay, but we'll get to that in just a second. Also over here, obviously we have the trimmer spool line, and I think that's about it. As for plans for next year, the first thing that we're going to be switching up is going to be the truck. We're actually buying a Ford F-150 Raptor. So we're not buying like the brand new one, because obviously those are $90,000. We're buying one that's probably somewhere between 2011 and 2014. It is less than 100,000 miles. I think it's like 80,000 miles. We're looking at a couple of different trucks, but that's coming really, really soon. And I'm really excited for that because it's gonna be really sick. And then, so other stuff that's gonna happen, I was thinking of getting like a huge, like an 18-foot enclosed trailer, 8 feet wide, super tall, so we could just stick everything in there and just leave it on the trailer, not have to put a tarp on, not have to think about it getting stolen or anything like that. That has since changed after I spent $1,200. As you can see, I got new tires, new brakes, and the new chains and all that kind of deal. Considerable amount of money. The trailer's probably only worth about $3,000, so it doesn't really make sense for me to go sell this thing and spend $10,000 on an enclosed trailer. But I already have a $3,000 trailer that's going to do like most of the job, and especially when it comes to leaf season or mulch, I don't have to buy a dump trailer too. I could just throw the mulch and stuff on there, which you guys can see on the Instagram, on YouTube with the shorts, the reels, all that kind of stuff. You can see our mulch jobs that we've done. I did a topsoil job. I did a little landscaping like kidney shaped thing, and so this worked really good. You can just throw topsoil on top of that. As for mowers, new things that are coming with mowers, I don't know how long personally this push mower is going to last. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it lasts one more year and then we can get something else fancier. The Trim Star over here does a fantastic job. It actually has really low hours. I think it has about 275 hours, 275 hours right now. almost nothing needs done on this one. It does have a hard time starting sometimes. I don't know what the issue is with that. I think it just wasn't run frequently enough, so it just needs to be run a little bit more. Obviously needs new tires. If you saw, they're basically bald. We're just trying to get through the season with the tires that we have, and then we'll have some new ones that'll have good, better traction, not rip up the lawns as much. The Hustler Fast Track, I think we're definitely gonna keep this one. I was considering buying another one, and with that larger enclosed trailer and sticking it all in there, but really for me, it doesn't make sense with the side of the properties that we're doing right now to get another 60-inch jack zero turn and spend $5 grand on that. I did have an opportunity to buy, it was a Hustler Super Z with like a bagger, and it was for 5,000 bucks, so a good price. Only other things that are gonna be happening with this mower is we're getting a striping kit on it. I don't think we're going to be getting a striping kit on any of our other mowers. Personally, not a whole lot new coming with the mowers, but the big thing that's coming here, besides the truck, is going to be new whackers and blowers. We're going to be upgrading to Echo gas products, the 2620 lineup, really good middle of the road commercial grade stuff. We're going to do value real quick, because I'm sure you guys are like, how much did everything cost? I just said right now, I spent $7,800 on this truck. However, I did also go out and spend like $4,500, $5 grand. Oh no, it's been more than that because I did the brakes too. I mean, it's been like 6,500 bucks on this truck. So I could have gotten like a $14,000 truck and spent 500 bucks easily just getting it mint. And not the wisest purchase I've ever made. So let's just say you got a good truck at this price and it works. If it worked, it'd be worth like $7,800 bucks. So $7,800 bucks. Over here, push mower. I mean, that push mower right there. I bought the Honda lawnmower because it's like a mix of the Honda and the DeWalt. I bought the Honda lawnmower for like $150, and I only had to pay for half of it. My dad paid for the other half in exchange for me mowing the lawn for the year. So let's say it cost me 75 bucks. This electric one, which I used last year, cost me like $250. Oh. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I set off my truck's alarm. I got a little bit excited, and I was like, I was touching my keys and set off the alarm. That'll be like at the end of the video. I'll be like, set off the alarm and all that stuff. I spent $250. So let's say I spent $125. So let's say it's like 200 bucks for a push mower at the most. Now it's old. It's not really worth anything because it's burning oil. That costs like 10 bucks in oil every single month to do it. To, fill it up and keep it running, and it spits out smoke. This sucker right here, I got a basement bargain on this thing. I'm really proud that I got a great deal on this one. With 270 hours, I spent $1,500 bucks, and it has an aluminum bagger kit. This mower right here, like I said, is $4,900 bucks, which is honestly, I got a steal at the beginning of the season. So truck, I got totally screwed over. It completely undoes all the money undoes all the money I spent on this other stuff. This trailer I got for $2,700. It's now worth probably about $3 grand now that I put about $1,200 into it. Whackers and blowers. That whacker over there, the little dummy, was probably like 80 bucks. This one, the 60 volt, was probably worth, I think I paid $350 for it. This blower right here was like $120, $130, which is honestly a decent price for that. And obviously I have a 60 volt at home, but really this is what you need to run the setup. So let's say this is $8 grand working and everything like that. Trailer is $3 grand, so 11 grand so far. Let's say that's 200 bucks, 11.2, 1,500 bucks. That's 12.7 plus the 5 is 17.7 plus this other stuff, all the handheld stuff. It's like $18,500. So that's how much I paid for the setup. Now the setup this year is gonna do gross definitely $100,000, but we're working on some other deals, so maybe 110, maybe 120. So obviously not bad for this setup right here. And next year with the upgrades that we're gonna get, it's probably gonna be a $40,000 setup, $45,000 setup, which is pretty crazy. But you guys should go check out Danny's mowing setup. It's worth like $75,000, $80,000, like crazy money. I'm gonna link that video below if it has come out. If it hasn't come out, it's coming out soon, so stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe. Go check us out on Apple Podcasts. That's where you're gonna get the best information and knowledge, and so that you can listen on the mower. Be sure to also go check out all of our other YouTube videos. I don't know where to point on the screen, but subscribe down below. There's also links in the description to our Facebook, to our Instagram, and to my personal LinkedIn. So peace out, Girl Scouts, and I will see you on the podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.